Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the After Eight show. I fell asleep then. Hey, but we cannot fall asleep at all. We're going to be wide awake for this show. Oh, yes. So you got myself. We have got DJ Boozer. Hey, good
What is
evening.
happening, y'all? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. We have got Gary Hines from Sounds of Blackness. Hey, Gary Hines.
Hey, Queen Adasa. Hey, everybody.
What's going on, my brother?
Afternoon, good
Picket
morning.
lines and picket signs.
And we have got the Queen of Philadelphia. Thank you, Wood.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Ooh,
Queen.
hello.
Listen, we got a fabulous guest today, so I had to make sure I brought my hair today for our special guest today.
That's my favorite one.
Me too.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
Thank you. Yes, blondes do have more fun.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Wonderful. How's your week been, everyone, before we get our guest panelists on board?
Crazy.
Yeah. I think I've had a bit of a crazy week as well. But we are here. We are here. That's the wonderful
Yes,
thing.
we are.
Yes,
We
praise
are
God.
here amongst family, amongst friends, smiling, laughing. We're good. We're good.
And it's good to see you. Like, I'm enjoying seeing you every week, so this is nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
I really do. You've hit it on the nail. It's like no matter what's going on, when I come on the show, I just feel so good. I just feel energized. So you guys have become my regular feature. I just love meeting up with you guys every Thursday. I really do.
It's
Well,
like
the
a
feeling's
family.
mutual.
Yeah, it's like a family get together. I enjoy it.
It is, isn't it? It's like
Yes.
it's quite therapeutic as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And I see my brother has the fist of power on his neck. I used to have
Yes,
one
sir.
of those.
But usually it's the motherland, Africa. We got the fist today. And while we're checking out Gary's attire, you will notice that I am covered from neck to toe. No tank tops today. So no tank top controversy today.
It still won't matter.
We were talking about you last week, Gary.
Oh, Lord.
Well, it was really who brought it up. It was DJ One that brought it up. He was talking about you, the tank top, and he was saying that Boozer Dedican himself should come on the show one day with their tank tops.
Yeah, I got one on under here.
Okay. They're very comfortable.
Yeah, I come up here and do a little boom pow.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Boom pow.
Then we started talking about superheroes, like which superhero would we all be if we could be a superhero. So Gary, you wasn't there last week. I hope you had a brilliant Thanksgiving. Which superhero would you be?
Oh, definitely Superman.
Superman.
Absolutely.
That
Hopefully have some woman to sing to me like the classic record, I'm Your Superman Lover.
Johnny Guitar Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're in the mix. We were. Myself and Tankway wasn't going to be left out of it, so we chose superheroes as well. So guess which ones Tankway Haywood chose?
My guess would be, because I think she is one, I would think she's a Wonder Woman.
No, that's not what I chose.
Oh, no.
Well, thank you. Wow.
Yep. See, Wonder Woman, you could lasso me,
Oh, see.
I'm just saying.
It's getting hot in here. I better not sing that song, actually.
Yeah, I'm Catwoman, Gary.
Oh, okay. I see that. I feel you. In the spirit,
There's
in the spirit
so
of
many
Eartha Kitt.
jokes that could be associated with that. Thank you, I think that's
Yes.
after hours though.
Yeah,
And what about you, Queen Adasa?
I was Wonder Woman.
Oh my God. Okay. I
I
ain't mad
love
at you.
Wonder Woman.
As
Pardon?
do I.
That's my favorite. She's out of this world. She's beautiful. I love her outfit. I love her hair. I love everything. Yeah, so it was Wonder Woman for me. Yeah.
Well, you are a Wonder Woman.
Thank you very much, Gary. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Talking about super, we're gonna ask Marshella. Marshella Music is an artiste. She also does comedy, and she's also an actress, and she also does radio. What else does Marshella not do? The list goes on and on, and she's such a wonderful, beautiful soul. Oh, I love this lady. Here she is joining us as our guest panelist. Get up to mischief with the rest of us.
Hey, Marshella.
I finally get to see Tangeray.
This is in homage of you, dear.
Oh no, that is all you, and it's fly. All your hair is fly, girl.
I said my girl on the day, I got to put it on.
Yes. Hey, blondes do have more fun. Okay.
Yeah.
How's everybody?
Good. Blessed through it all. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Even more blessed to see you, Marshalla. I've been itching to see you again.
I've been incognito for a minute. Been hiding out. Yeah.
Say that again, sorry.
But I've been hiding out. I've been, laying low.
Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes you gotta lay low to branch out and show the world again what you're all about.
You drinking tonight?
I'm jealous if you are.
I'm not drinking. I'm telling you, I'm not drinking. Far from that. Far from that. Yeah, far from it. What's that? We got a comment here. Hey.
Is it DJ One?
No, that was Boozadelic. He will come along. He's got the information. He knows. Yeah. So, Marshella, so you've been laying low for a little while. So we obviously, when people lay low for a little while, then they come back with a boom bam blast. I don't know how to say it. Boom bam bam. They come out with everything. So I'm just really, really looking forward to when you really just come out with some more exciting music and entertainment. I really am.
Thank you. Yeah, it's not as much that as I just was exhausted. I kind of took a year off to take care of my mom, so I've been just like kind of recovering, from that and everything. She's still fighting the fight.
Yeah.
Cancer, still fighting it. So I just been kind of like laying low, reflecting, listening to tracks, trying to get some new inspiration. You know how that goes.
And you will, because you're such a blessed woman. And plus, taking the year out to look after mummy. I call my mum mummy. I'm never too old to call her mummy.
I do too. I want to tell Tangeray too. One of my mom's favorite songs is "Why'd You Leave Me Standing Here?"
Oh, okay.
she'll just be laying in bed. She'll be singing it. Broke my heart.
Oh, Tara, I said hello. All right. See, it's a shame that you got to go through hell for people to really, See,
Right.
they love the bad stuff, but
Hey,
it's catchy. But please tell her I said hello.
it is. Yes, you're on her playlist. So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I
wow.
gotta tell her that. If I ever talk to her, I gotta tell her.
Yes. Yes.
She sounds really groovy.
She's fun. She loves music. She's the ultimate music fan. I swear, she really is.
Is she one of the reasons why you love music?
Yes, for sure, for sure. She was, I grew up in Indiana, and it's a predominantly white area, but my parents always had us listening to all different types of music. So it's like I grew up on all the R&B, but I also grew up listening to the Carpenters and Debbie Boone and James Taylor and so it was a house full of all different types of music. So yeah, and she sings but she's shy, so she never sung in public. But she's the one that taught me and my brother harmonies and all that. My dad sings, so my whole family is musical, but no one, I think I'm the only one that kind of pursued it. My sister went the dance route, so she's a professional dancer. But yeah, arts, like we're all really into the arts. So yeah, my mama's the music lady, boy.
Wow. That's lovely.
Yeah,
We all get it from somewhere, don't we? Go get it from
Mhm.
somewhere.
it's
Yeah,
Uh,
my mum's a great singer, but I haven't
Indiana,
got the vocals.
Gary, Indiana.
Oh, I'm from Bloomington, Indiana.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but my parents are from Indianapolis, but my dad went to Indiana University in Bloomington, and that's how they end up staying there. From him being in college. So yeah, but I have a lot of friends from Gary. That's like 3.5 hours
Right.
from there. Yeah. So yeah, Michael Jackson town.
Yeah.
I know
Going
it's a
back.
long shot, but by any chance from Gary, do you know any steals?
Hmm.
I know
Not
it's a
off,
long shot.
not off the top of my head, but that doesn't mean
Yeah.
I don't, because like a ton of my friends that when I went to college with, because I went to IU too, they're from Gary. So I'm sure I know somebody that's related to somebody, you
Okay.
know.
And speaking of IU, by any chance, she's a world-renowned ethnomusicologist, Dr. Portia Maltsby.
Oh yeah, I know Dr. Maltsby.
Get
I
out of
I
Dodge.
grew I
Okay.
grew up with her. Yeah, going to
Yes.
Soul Review concerts and all that. Yes, she's
Yeah.
amazing. She retired not that long ago.
Yeah. Just a year or two. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah.
Small world.
It's a very small world.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's amazing though.
Yes,
Super nice
she is.
lady.
Yes, she is.
Super nice. So look, I'm no normally people are like Bloomington, where's that? So
Oh,
that's
no.
somebody who knows.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
used to watch a lot of Big Ten basketball, so I know.
There you go. Bobby Knight.
Right.
Bobby
Yeah.
Knight,
Right.
passed away. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bloomington, Indiana. Little
Yes.
little
And
blip.
yeah,
Yeah.
You
Doc,
see, and then many of the panelists know.
yeah, Dr. Maltsby, like I say, a world-renowned ethnomusicologist, as you know, and she's been a Sounds of Blackness supporter from day one, and she is largely responsible for Sounds of Blackness being blessed to have a permanent exhibit in the African American National Museum of Music in Nashville. She
Wow.
was on the board or the chair of the board for that, and so we just love her dearly.
Awesome. That is so I didn't know that. That's cool. Let's see. Now I done learned some new history.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really cool.
Speaking
Oh,
of blackness, and so I let you know this, and I let Queen Adasa know earlier. Today is the premiere of the film entitled Black Skin about Minneapolis and George Floyd and all of that. It's an independent release, and it premieres in Minneapolis today. It's going to be in Chicago and different cities, Atlanta, Detroit, DC. But the premiere is today. So I'm really under the gun today, and we'll have to leave, in not too long. But we will send all that information about Black Skin, and hopefully it'll be coming to your city sooner than later, or that you can, get stream it or whatever. But it's called Black Skin, and we're so honored, Sounds of Black Guitar, because it features Woke and one of our other songs called
Oh,
Heal. Yeah.
oh, congratulations, Gary.
Yeah, that's really
Only by the grace of God, but thank you.
I love Sounds of Blackness. I listened to y'all for years.
Well, we love you back, and we know everybody. We appreciate everybody's love of the classics. But please give a listen to the newer music as well. You know how that goes. There's always that challenge to do that. But whichever way it goes, we just thank you for the love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely so. Because all your music is fantastic. Gary, Sounds of Blackness, and the current songs, the recent songs are just like phenomenal. And I wish more and more and more, and the people will more and more listen to it, and the message is so always really, really inspirational, really hits your core, and I think many people, no matter what race they are, where they're from in the world, once they hear the music and hear the lyrics, they can relate to it in one way or the other.
Thank
Definitely.
you. We've been in what I call anthem mode in the past few years. We've been doing songs that we're trying to make anthems for the movement. So going back to the song Black Lives Matter, and then the one we did for George Floyd, Sick and Tired. And then a couple of years ago, we did Time for Reparations. And then last year, when it became an official holiday, we did Juneteenth celebration. And now that woke is back in the forefront, we did that. So just the same way the civil rights movement had We Shall Overcome, and the Black Power movement had Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud, we thought that the woke movement needed to have an anthem and to stay in that tradition. And we've submitted woke and our other song, You're Gonna Win, for Image Awards consideration. But more important than that, we want them to be beneficial to people and to really have an impact with the movement.
Yes. Inspirational, educational, and powerful.
Bless you. Edutainment, as we say.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is. It is. And I look at the reviews, like when I'm on YouTube and I look at, or any other social media platform, and I see people that just listen to all your song, and I see the impact and the change that it's had on people's life. It's incredible. Really, really incredible. The changes and the positive changes that it's had on people's life, listening to music. So this is why it's so important that music is quality, music is positive, and music is educational as well, because it really does change people. It really does transform their lives. And if it's done the right way, like Sounds of Blackness does, it can really turn your life around in a really great way, and save lives.
Yeah. We've had people come up to us in the airports or away from the cameras, wherever, and say that they were in an abusive situation, or they were failing in life, or even that they were contemplating suicide, and heard our music and it helped to save their life. I mean, awards and Grammys and all of those are wonderful things. Don't get me wrong, but nothing is better than that. And the other one that sticks out quickly in my mind, since you bring that up, Queen Adasa, we were at a high school in New York one time, and during all the royalty proceedings and all of that, in the UK kind of thing, and we were talking that, and a young sister said to me, I told her that she was a queen, and she said, I thought you had to have blonde hair and blue eyes to be a queen. And so it's like, so of course we had to tell her about African royalty. And then that's, we put out the song Royalty for our young people. We got a message from above. You ain't no thug, you're royalty.
Yes. Yeah. That song is really profound. That song's really beautiful song. Beautiful song. And the young people that contributed to that song, they are amazing. I must add, absolutely very talented young people. Very
Yeah.
talented. Very
Young,
talented.
gifted, and black.
Yeah. And I think it's important that we keep pushing that message no matter what. I can think back in the late 80s when I was working in an alternative school situation, and our kids were adjudicated, and most of our kids were African American or Latino. And so one of the things I did, I had this curriculum, and I was actually teaching them about the royalty and the lineage and all that. And you just wouldn't believe what kind of opposition it got from some of the less melanated staff members there. And they were like, well, not everybody's royalty. We said, we're not saying that. It's
Right.
just that, the only thing that our people know about ourselves is that we were brought here from Africa, made slaves, and then cut loose to try to figure it out on our own. And, if that's the only image you see and hear, you're never going to really amount to something. But if you see that in the past, you had a history where you had a strong civilizations and you had kings and queens that look like you, then you can aspire to do the same thing.
Preach, my brother.
Yeah. That's kind of like what my song "Glow," how I wrote that, because it was kind of after the whole George Floyd thing, and just seeing just Black people feeling so beaten down, and it's just like every day it's like we go out into the world and we gotta put on a brave face, and you gotta try to feed your family, and you gotta try to do all these things and move through a world that hates you. So that's what my song "Glow" is about, like reminding us that we're beautiful. We're beautiful people, and that we come from royalty. I say that in there too. Your hair grows towards the sun. You are not like anyone, right? Because our hair grows. You're right.
Love that.
Woo. So yeah, I feel y'all on all that. Just it's hard.
And talking about Glow, we have got the video of Glow that we're going to play for everybody right here, right now.
Look at you.
All of it.
Oh, yeah.
Stars that God made you who you are, because you're beautiful, oh so beautiful. Your cocoa-coated skin with all that yummy melanin, you're remarkable and irresistible. You hail from royalty, and you have been through so many things in your lifetime. Although this world may hate you and will try hard to degrade you, it ain't right, but you gotta keep on shining bright. Glow, glow. My brother, you got that glow, glow, glow. My sister, you've got that glow, glow, glow. All your little babies got that glow, glow, glow. Don't let nobody dim your light. When you walk into a room, all the eyes are turned on you. They can't help but stare, 'cause your magic fills the air. Your hair grows towards the sun. You are not like anyone, This world is made of vultures trying to rob you of your culture. It ain't right, but you gotta keep shining your light. Glow, glow. My brother, you got that glow, glow, glow. My sister, you've got that glow, glow. All your little babies got that glow, glow. Don't let nobody dim your light. Black boy,
That was incredible. That was lovely. And I love
Thank you.
it. Oh,
Thank
Yes.
you. I hadn't seen
Beautiful.
that in so long. I was like, oh, you know, you pick everything apart. Like, why did I do that there? What?
Congratulations, Marshella.
Thank
Congratulations. That is absolutely phenomenal.
you.
Musically, lyrically, I was at, I was loving the track, the performance, the lyrics. It's like, oh my goodness, that I've met my soulmate,
Thank
the
you.
lyrically. And thank you for one other thing. I'm in that video and in the song. Thank you for representing all the shades of who we are in terms of our skin complexion. My mom, rest her soul, used to say we're like a flower garden. And I'm
Mhm.
working on a song right now called Colorism, that
Yes.
dealing with that. So thank you for all of that. The lyrics, the music, the performance, the representation, the track, everything phenomenal.
Thank you. I
it
appreciate
is,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Incredible.
I was like, when we were doing the video, like we kind of just put out a call to different types of people. We were looking for Black albinos. We were looking for just all different types of people. And it was kind of like, those were the people that showed up. And I wish I had a little more. That's my only not issue. I wouldn't say issue, but the thing I would have changed more about the video is I would have had more representation. But that's who showed up, to
I,
be in a video for free. So
I think I,
I did
It was
what I could.
beautiful. It was beautiful.
I think you nailed it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was really fun. I mean, it was just really cool to see, with the kids and all that. It's like, that's what the director who came up with it. I was like, my God, you listened to the song and you like brought my vision to life, like what I wanted to kind of see.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was proud of that song and video. I had released it. I released it Black History Month. Was it last year? All my years run together. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Year. But yeah, so yeah, just trying to trying to uplift and bring inspiration, to the
Yes.
world, be a light in such a dark world. So hopefully, my music touches people in that way.
Well, mission.
Definitely touched me.
That's the prayer.
Yeah, I just think about watching that video. I just wonder, only if like back when I was in grade school, we could have had videos like that for our kids to see, our people to see. Because, I remember I come from the time where like if you were real dark skinned, people would call you like African booty scratcher and all that.
Exactly.
And
Yep.
we went through those periods where, the light skin was in, and
Yep.
then all of a sudden it went back to dark skin. And we got to appreciate we're so many different flavors.
Yes.
We're
Yes.
like Baskin Robbins.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. A lot of my friends and family, they always tease me because they're like, "You act like you're a dark skinned person all the time," and I'm just like, "Well, most of my family, because both my parents are Black, but most people think I'm biracial. But
Mm.
my mom's a brown skinned woman, and like her mom was dark skinned, and my cousins and my auntie. So really, me and my two siblings, we're the lightest people in our family. So what I always saw growing up beautiful was chocolate, Black, all different type, butter pecan, all different types. So, they always laugh at me because I say, yeah, yeah, I may look white, but I'm dark in my heart.
I love it. Well, in the tradition of people like Langston Hughes and Reverend Dr. Adam Clayton Powell, and W.B. Du Bois, who are all on the lighter side, but
Yes.
Black at heart, just like so. It's not about the shade; it's about the gray.
Exactly. It's the truth. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
It's
I'm
not
blessed that
bad.
I grew up in that environment to where I always knew who I was. Like my parents always made sure we knew who we were and that there was a difference and that, this is how you have to move through the world and you have to move through with confidence and love
Yes.
who you are. So yeah, I appreciate that.
No, and it's so important, my sister, because we were indoctrinated that way, going back, through 4 centuries of the enslaved experience,
Yes.
where it valued and devalued largely based upon the complexion and color of our skin as well, and pitted against one another. I mean, just all of the, so colorism is a huge thing that is really talked about. Like I said, that's why I'm working on that song right now. And just seeing you do that, you have encouraged and me, and just, you know, to finish it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
Yes.
it. Coming from you, that's like, thank you.
Oh, no.
Legend.
Bless you. No. Bless you.
And the indoctrination is so real, you know. I'm fortunate, just like yourself, Marshella. You know, my parents really embraced everything, and I grew up being really confident who I am and the skin I'm in. But you know, you go to school, and then school's different, isn't it? You get a mixture of people from different backgrounds, different upbringing. So,
Right.
you know, not all of them were confident with who they were. They wasn't appreciative of the shade that you are. And yeah, there were a few little issues at school because of it, but it didn't bother me too much because of the confidence that my parents built inside of me. And I've always said, you know, I'm beautiful,
Yeah.
I'm happy with the skin I'm in. But as you know, we all get a little bit of indoctrination. So I must be honest,
Yes.
you know, my dad and even my mum a little bit, but my dad, he'd be like, "Oh, you got to have long hair. You got to have long hair. Your hair is your beauty. Your hair." So there was still a little bit of that in
Yeah.
the home, you know.
Yeah.
So even though we were proud of our skin complexion, but there was still an obsession with the hair, you know. And my dad would be like, "Oh, you got good hair," you know. He's West
Right.
Indian. "You have good
Yeah.
hair. You have good,
Right.
nice, pretty hair." You know. And what is pretty hair? What's
There's
Right.
pretty
no such
hair?
thing as good hair, right? There's no such thing
Good
as that.
hair is
All
just
hair is good.
healthy hair. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what texture your hair is, as long as it's healthy.
Yep.
You know. Um, and then that's what drove this wave of, you know, people relaxing their hair, straightening their hair, you know, and it came back and bit many women because their hair dropped out. And some of them never learned. They still didn't learn when their hair
Yeah.
dropped out. They would plait their hair or put a wig on or weave their hair, and then it would grow back nice and beautiful and healthy again. And then they'd go and relax it and damage it again and again and again.
Yeah.
It's like, really? You know, how many times are you going to get the hint that this product, this thing is just not good for you?
Yep.
And I'm guilty of it. I permed my hair once in my lifetime when I was 20. And by the time I was 24, I cut it all off. Cut it all off. Thank goodness, you know, back then, like finger kind of wave and gel in your hair was a little bit in fashion,
Yeah.
you know. And as a young woman, you know, cut most of my hair off because it just went thin, and I don't like thin hair. I like quite lots of volume, you know. I like thick hair. The thicker the better. That's why I love when Takiway wears her wigs, because
Yes.
I love like big hair. I love big hair. And so I cut it, and then I vowed, I was 21 there, 21, young woman, and I vowed I would never, under any circumstance, perm or do anything like that to my hair ever again in my life. It's natural all the way. Any type of natural style. I didn't care what kind of style it was, but I'm keeping it natural.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, you know, the men are just as brainwashed as the women.
Yep.
Because I would have men come to me and say, "Oh, you're beautiful, you're lovely, but you'd look even more beautiful if you permed your hair." What?
Yep.
You'd look even more. I've had men come to me and say, "Oh, you're a very beautiful lady, Adassa. You know, you got certain features. You know, you got straight nose and lip." Yes, I've had that. I've had that. I've had that. And they think it's a compliment, but far from a compliment. It's not a compliment. I'm not a
or you even hear
honey.
those who will say she's pretty for a dark skinned girl.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that
Like
Oh
makes
yeah. I've
really,
had
like
that.
in 2023. So
Yeah.
You
that's
still
those
get that.
Yeah.
You
those
still get
vestiges of
that.
the plantation are still there.
Still there.
That's why we have to address it. You know.
Yeah.
We have to
yeah.
address it. Or you get comments like, "Oh, you'd look even better if you had higher color." What's higher color?
Yep.
Someone said
Yes.
that to you, actually? That's
Yes.
crazy.
I've had male and female said that to me.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know if I told you all the story about my mom, rest her soul, and her two sisters. And my mom's originally, side of the family from Kingston, Jamaica, and we were born and raised in New York. But when she was an adolescent, their mother died at an early age, and so she and her two sisters were in and out of several different foster homes, primarily, black. But this is in the 30s and 40s kind of thing. And in many of those homes, when her and her sister started to become of dating age, the different foster parents will tell them, now don't date too dark. Your kids will be too dark if you marry. They would be told that, and thought that they were meaning well to tell them that. But from home to home, my mom would say, we heard that all the time. Don't marry too black. Your kids will be too black. Don't marry too. Well, guess what? All three of them did.
Very black.
Everyone, my dad and my two uncles, or by the two aunts, are like Nat King Cole's color. So, I tell preachers all the time, the moral of the story is, be careful keep telling folks, don't do it, because guess what they're gonna do?
They're gonna do it.
But we would come back, when they would talk about, our dark skin, if you're white, you're all right. If you're tan, you can. If you're brown, stick around. But if you're black, stay black. But stay back. But we would say, you can't put us down because we know the truth. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Yes.
And that lyric is in Woke. If you listen to Woke,
Yeah.
It's amazing how brainwashed our people are. Even the ones that say they're cultural, they still slip up. There's certain things they say, there's certain reactions that they have, and then you think, you don't always have to talk it out, but you're thinking about,
Right.
wow, you really caught up, and you really don't realize you're caught up.
Yeah.
I think about those poor individuals that decided to bleach their skin. I can think of Sammy Sosa. He started looking like a muscle-bound Ricky Ricardo.
Right.
And then you had Lil Kim and Michael Jackson was starting to look like Liz Taylor. If you take his pictures from when he was a young man, back when he was a Jackson 5 Michael Jackson, and then compared it to what he looked like later in life, in my opinion, the Jackson 5 guy with the afro and the big nose was a much more handsome man than whatever he created out of himself towards the end there.
Yeah.
And it's just that it's a shame that society makes people feel that bad about the color of their skin, where they gotta seek those desperate means to try to fit in.
Well, what's even so deep about it, Brother Boozadelic, is that the colorism reality from going back to colonialism and white supremacy is prevalent in every culture of color. My Indian friends, my Asian friends, my Latino friends, from lighter to dark. I mean, and you can see it. It's pervasive in every color of a culture of color, thanks to the vestiges of colonialism and white supremacy still alive in 2023.
Yeah. But then what cracks me up though is when you see the folks that can be, Caucasian, and during the summertime they end up being darker than me. And so it's like, I said, man, I need to get out in the sun so I can still distinguish myself.
They're getting surgeries to try to look like us.
How about that?
Yeah,
how about that? Used to do nothing but what call our dark skin, our full lips, our sisters' hips, and now they're spending tens of thousands of dollars, to look like that, to have the full lips, to have the full hips, to get in the tanning booth, to have the heads like really. So there's some serious love-hate relationships going on, that to this day.
Yeah. Yep.
And our people just need to understand that we come in many different shades. We come in many different features as well. There's not a particular feature that represents us as Black people. There's not a particular texture here that represents us Black people. There's not a particular anything. We are who we just are, and each and every one of us, no matter what shade or hair texture or feature, just have to accept what God has given us and be proud and happy with what because I know people from the other spectrum. I know our brothers and sisters who are fairer that really hate their looks, hate their complexion, wish they were darker, jealous of darker skinned people, and really some of them who have got European features really hate their look, their lips, their nose. And it's like, stop it, just stop it. That is how you're born. That's what God has given you. We are all one. So just accept we're all one, and we're going to come out all differently, and there's plenty of us have throwbacks, so we're going to come out looking all different because of all these throwbacks, all these DNA combinations. Just accept who you are. We are all one, and be proud of that.
I love the way Stokely Carmichael put it when he was asked what blackness is. He said blackness is a consciousness and a state of mind. And so we have the common culture and all that kind of thing. So really, because there's folks that may be darker skinned but don't have a Black consciousness or ain't woke. Okay, so what are they? I mean, look at Clarence Thomas. Okay. Or call him Uncle Tom, okay? Black is the ace of spades, but in skin, but snow white mind.
Yeah. You're right. Absolutely correct.
And on that note, beloved, I hate this is so dynamic, and sorry if I was a little dominant today, but y'all just stirred my juice with that beautiful song and video, Queen Sister.
Oh, thank you.
But got to get ready to get over to the premiere and all of that. But you all continue to have an amazing podcast. And again, my apologies and love to you from Sounds of Blackness. Just keep staying woke.
Thank you.
My brother. Congratulations, Gary. Congratulations.
Thank you. God bless.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Catch you next time, brother.
You got it.
See you next week. Next week. Bye-bye for now.
Hello, Detroit. We got Letty's channel joining in.
Hey. What channel have we got?
So we have a viewer from Letty's channel.
Oh, good
Detroit.
Evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, which part of the world you are. Good evening. Letty's channel. Who's that? Is that
Michigan?
Ron? If it's Ron, you let me know. I think it might be Ron. Letty's channel. Yeah, I think it might be. Yeah, so good evening going out to all of you that are locked in to the After H show today. There'll be many of our audience do catch up on the catch up, and they do really love the show. It's growing momentum, the talk of the town. Yeah. Where is that DJ One today? Is he gonna join us an hour late like last week? What do you think, Boozer?
Yeah, I put the over under at 1:06. I mean, an hour and 6 minutes.
Should I send out the search party on him? Yeah, just send out the search party. Where are you, DJ1, where are you? So whilst we're sending out the search party for DJ1, since as Gary's gone, but we're still going to continue. We're going to get into a little bit of the festive season. It's December tomorrow. Can you believe it?
I can't. It's.
Oh my
I
goodness!
just got used to writing 2023, and it's about to be 2024. I'm like, oh, wait, where'd the year go?
This year has flown by.
Really has.
They say that time has sped up.
Feels
It's
like
gone
it.
lightning.
Yes.
I can't even remember what September and October looked like.
I can because it was still hot.
Yeah,
It's
you
like-
remember those days? Remember those fun, warm days?
Yeah, now I step outside, I got to put my hoodie up, and
Oh,
I normally have a beanie on.
Right.
September was busy. I remember September because September's my birthday, and it's
Oh.
my husband's birthday, and it's our anniversary. So we celebrate the whole month of September.
You're gonna remember. You're gonna
Yeah.
remember. So, are you a Virgo or a Libra? Are you the beginning or
I'm
the
a
end?
Virgo, so I'm 9/11. I'm the 11th, and then our anniversary is the 19th, and then my husband's on the 25th. So he's a Libra.
He's a Libra. And when is your anniversary again?
The 19th. So everything is 2 weeks apart.
Wow. Oh,
We're crazy, but we had fun. We celebrated the whole time. We saw the Beyonce concert at the beginning of the month. And then we went
lovely.
to a couple dinners, and yeah, we did the whole month right. We needed a break after that.
I don't blame you. Do you know what that sounds like? That sounds like me in March, because it's my birthday in March.
Ah,
Yeah, and it's my two sons' birthday in March.
well, that's cool. Oh, you guys have a good time.
Yeah, and one of my son is a day before me.
That's cool. That was a nice birthday present. Giving birth.
That's how I looked at it. I said, "This is a blessing. This is the best birthday gift."
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
looked at it like that, because you can't get much more than life, isn't it? You
Right.
know.
Right.
So life came into the world, and he's such a saint as well. So I must put it out there.
Yes.
And then my other son is a week later, exactly a week later, from 10 days after the other one.
Wow. So you like to get busy around the same time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I was younger. I got busy in the summer, the summer heat.
Yes, the summer heat. Yes.
You're so bad, Marshella. You would have to say that, wouldn't they?
Hot girl summer.
This is a family show. This is a family show.
Okay. What I meant to say was, you prayed all summer long.
Say that again, Marshella.
I said you prayed all summer long. That's what I meant to say.
I prayed. I was going to say something else, but I better be careful what I say.
You were going to say. I think I know where you were going to go with that.
I better not add any more to that. Because it's gonna go south very quickly.
Yes.
I tell you, we gotta do an after hours show. One day we do a special after hours show.
There you go.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Then I could really be boozadelic.
Yeah, no filter. We can just go for it.
That's unfiltered. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, how's a nice ring?
Keep the children and the faint-hearted away.
Yes. Yes. They'll be like this.
They just say that. Huh? Huh?
They just said that. I thought they loved the Lord.
Yeah, we do. We do love. We do love.
We do indeed.
Oh, dear. We're gonna play. I'm laughing so much. We're gonna go on and play Sounds of Blackness with Holiday Love. We're gonna play some Holiday Love. Yeah, because it's gonna be the start of the festive season. So
Yes.
let's get in, just get a little bit in that festive mood.
I need some cocoa.
Merry Christmas, baby. I got your present right here. Ooh, Merry Christmas, baby, baby. I got your present right here. I'll show you how to love you, babe. Bring you some holiday cheer.
I beg your pardon, baby, but every day is Christmas with you. I beg your pardon, baby, but every day is Christmas with you. And if your loving gets any better, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. So let's make some holiday love, sweet down home holiday love. Soulful, wonderful, heavenly holiday love, 'cause you're a holiday to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you don't need a Christmas carol, darling. I'm gonna be your melody tonight. You don't need no Christmas carol, darling. I'm gonna be your melody tonight. I'm making Christmas so merry, starting your new year out
I got the decorations right here. Come on and let me trim your tree. Say, I got the decorations, baby. Come on and let me trim your tree. You're gonna glitter just like tinsel, sparkle with holiday glee. So let's make some holiday love, sweet down home holiday love. Soulful, wonderful, heavenly holiday love, 'cause you're a holiday to me. Let the band play. You ready, baby?
Yeah. So let's make some holiday love, holiday love.
Home holiday love. Holiday love. 'Cause you're a holiday to me. You're a holiday to me. So wonderful, heavenly holiday. 'Cause you're a holiday to me.
All day, all night, all right.
Holiday love. 'Cause you're a holiday. Holiday to me. To me. Oh, yeah.
Like
Ah,
that.
that was great. Oh, that was lovely. That keep us energized. Ah,
Mhm.
yes, holiday love. Mm.
That time of year.
That time of year. What's the best thing that this time of year brings out in you, Marshella?
Oh gosh, I love, like, Christmas is one of my favorite times of year. Not just like spending time with family, but yeah, it's just kind of one of those moments to reflect and kind of reset on the year that has gone by. So I really love to do that and just kind of hang out with loved ones. Like to eat. I really like to eat. So there's certain things like eggnog and things that you can't get year round that I love about the holidays. But yeah, I just feel like people are at least, like shows and things like that. I feel like they show more, whether it's Hallmark or whatever. There's more inspirational shows and things put out like about love and people helping each other. So I think that's what I like most. I just wish it was people acted that way all year round,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Showed love and wanted to do for others and all that, not just, that this time of year.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree totally. Yeah, I find it quite reflective as well. What about yourself, Boozadelic?
It's kind of a mixed bag for me, for a couple of reasons. For one, I changed I started following my African spirituality and got away from the Western religion that we were indoctrinated in. And but the main reason is because my father was diagnosed with lung cancer, like right the day that him and my brother were supposed to put up the Christmas tree. So it never really has been the same for me. But, as a kid, I used to look forward to all the Christmas lights. When my father was still alive, I used to be big about my first name's Clark. People used to call me Clark Griswold because I would have more lights than anybody on the block on the house outside. And I'd be out there in the middle of the night. It'd be like snowing or freezing rain. And I'd be up there trying to put up lights so people didn't see me out there in action. They just wake up and kablam, it was there. And so, but for me now, it's more like just spending time with the family. I'm big into sports, so there's lots of great basketball on Christmas Day, and you got some football around that time of year too. So where it really starts to be vital as far as playoff positioning. So that and the food, I'd say, would probably be the main things I really enjoy about it. The holiday shopping, though, I can do without. I don't like going into malls anymore. It's just a big hustle and bustle. And then what I really found disparaging was, I was always raised that no matter what somebody gave you, you appreciate it and be grateful for it, right? And and then I had an experience where people would draw for names, and they're like, I don't want to take from them, or I don't want a present from them because they buy cheap blank gifts. And I was like, wow, this is really messed up. It's more about what you can do for somebody than what you can get from somebody,
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, as I say, it's a mix for me. We never get snow on Christmas Day. I think it's happened like maybe one time we had an ice storm. And I can remember one time we had some snow that was kind of melting on Christmas Day. And that I happened to be driving a city bus on that day. So I'll never forget that.
Oh, man. So dangerous.
Yeah. But, it was people seem to be in a good mood for the most part. So I do appreciate that part of it. And, and then I know there's others. What I used to really enjoy, though, when I was working in an not the alternative school, in a public school, I used to be basically a support service in the school that worked with families that were disadvantaged. And we had this was an adopted family that we'd do where we'd like hook needy families up with people that would donate gifts and stuff for them. So that was really rewarding to see like the children that never really got to experience a Christmas where they get a lot of, cool stuff to, see their look when you bring them something that you might think is simple. You saw a lot of appreciation there. So I would say that's probably the biggest thing I can take out of that time of year is just seeing the reaction of others, when you do something nice for them.
Yeah.
And isn't it wonderful when you have children that just appreciate just opening something? They're not even fussed about what it is.
Yeah.
Whatever they open, they're just, you see their faces and their eyes just light up.
Yeah.
You can't put a price on that. It's just magical.
Yeah.
I love that. I love when I see children like that. They just get excited.
I forgot to mention my own children. Now, well, my baby boy was I don't know, maybe about, I don't think he was 2 yet. No, he just turned
Mhm.
2 because his birthday was December 9th. And I remember we got him, I can't remember what the toy was, but it was in like a big box and all that. And he tore it open and he was more excited with the box. He climbed in and out of the box than the present.
Yes,
And that
yes.
was hilarious.
It shows you little kids
Yeah.
don't much.
It's exciting unwrapping whatever it is. It's exciting. Like when I was really young, we all of us siblings would buy each other presents. Like when we was really 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 young, but it wasn't expensive stuff. It was just like, because that's all we could afford. It would be maybe a coloring set, or felt tip pens, or bubble bath, or one of those bath sets. If you got one of those bath sets, oh my goodness, you
Yeah,
hit jackpot. That was
yeah,
just like,
yeah,
woo! That was actually one of the more, expensive
yeah.
ones.
Those are nice.
Marcella is into that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Don't give me the lotion and the body wash and the powder and what?
That
Score.
was big. Yeah. And and so it was just exciting, and because there's quite a few of us, it's like you got quite a few. I'm not going to say little. I don't want to use the word little, but you got quite a few like presents, and it was wonderful. You appreciated it, really,
Hmm.
really appreciated it, and
Hmm.
because we used to save our pocket money from the summer or the Easter time, from the Easter time or summertime onwards. We started saving our pocket money just for Christmas.
Yeah.
When Christmas came, we all of us, we all bought each other something, and our parents, of course,
Yeah.
and it was really nice. And we used to open our presents in my parents' bedroom. Oh my
Mm,
goodness, it was the
fun.
best fun ever. So
Yeah.
there'd be a whole mountain, like all these presents on the bed, and we'd sit on the bed, and then uh, everybody, you're just looking at everybody's expression on their face to see if they actually like the present, or
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
that present was. So if the present was a bit dodgy, it's like we get joke out of it. We'd make joke out of it, like, "Oh, my present's better than yours."
Yeah. Yeah.
Or we'll mock them, like laugh, say, "Sorry if I didn't like my present this year, but I'm okay."
Yes. Yes. I love giving gifts. That's like
It's
my
nice.
favorite thing to do. Like I'm really good at picking out gifts for people. Like knowing like what they need, even if they didn't know they needed it. I don't know. It's like it's like some kind of gift. I think that I'm
That's
able to
because
kind of
you're in
see. Like,
tune.
yeah, I love it. I love it. That's my. But even if I didn't receive anything, like I love giving. Like that makes me feel
It
good.
does.
To
It makes
see
you
people
feel nice,
smile.
doesn't it?
Yeah, to know that you made someone else feel good that may have been having a hard time or
Yeah.
what have you, just putting a smile on someone's face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially when you give to someone that that really needs it,
Yep.
or
Mhm.
as you said, they're going through a hard time in whatever capacity,
Yeah.
and you're able to do that. And the look on their face is amazing. Actually,
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
really nice to see that look on their faces,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, somebody's remembered me. Oh, somebody's
Yeah.
put some thought into this,
Yeah.
um, and got them something that they actually like and
Yeah.
appreciate. It's wonderful.
Yes.
Um, I try to do that. I try to put thought into, rather than just get anything. I
Mhm.
don't like doing that. It's not about the cost. It's just about putting thought into, okay, what would this person like?
Yes.
What would
Yes.
they appreciate? Or what do they actually need? What's
Mhm.
special for that person, you know?
Right.
And
Right.
seeing them open it, and their face light up, just happy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
So it's not so much about the material side of it. It's about just uh, just giving, just
Mm-hmm.
just
Yep.
giving,
Giving not to receive, like just giving
just
from your
giving.
heart. Yeah.
Giving is wonderful.
Yeah.
It giving is actually sometimes, and I mean it in a positive way. Giving is a selfish act because it makes you feel so good.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
it makes you feel so good to see that other person feel good.
Yes.
Um, and actually, anybody that's going through a hard time, like maybe depressed or going to therapy, things like that, one of the key things to help them with that depression or to help them going through whatever challenges they're going through is actually to learn to give.
Yeah.
Um, to give and to give either something material or whatever, or to give their time to somebody, their help to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
that actually helps them.
Right.
So
Yeah.
anybody out there, whatever you're going through, it's not just about take.
Yeah.
um, actually, if you give, it's actually very rewarding, and it will help you in more ways than one.
Mm-hmm.
More ways than one.
Yeah.
So it, many of us need to learn that the 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 wonderful rewards of giving really
Yeah.
is beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. All year round.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not just talking about Christmas time.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
all year round,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
just to give. And that will help. Whatever you're going through, it actually helps.
Mm-hmm.
It actually helps. Sometimes you see these things on. I know some of them are stage. I know some of them are stage. They're actors and whatever. But it's just a reminder of the moral of the story of giving. You see some people, they haven't got it. They haven't got it themselves, and somebody else will ask them for $5, a dollar, or whatever. Um, and it's some for some reason it's always the people that are struggling who don't have it that those are the ones that give.
That's true. Yeah, I've seen those videos that you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones that give, and it's so nice, when the person that's doing whatever that's on the camera says, because you've given, here is
Yeah.
£500 or
$500. Yeah.
oh my god.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah, I seen one of those.
you
Yeah.
know and it just makes some of them break down and cry, and they're like, oh my god, you don't know, I've been going through this, I've been going through
Yeah.
that. And they're like, so if you're going, why did you give? He said, well, gotta help people, isn't it? They
Mm-hmm.
it's like they come out with the same similar sort of things. Gotta help people. And
Yeah.
it's just wonderful.
Yeah. God blesses you for it, you know. I
God
think we need
really
people
does.
like that. That's why those people are getting, they don't know that it's a camera on camera thing, but them just being loving and kind, it's like God's like, hey, here's 500, out of the blue,
Yeah, call that the law of uh, reciprocity.
Yes, yes. Hmm.
And God really does operate like that. God
Yeah.
really does, when your back is really against the wall, with whatever circumstance it is,
Right.
when you think, oh my goodness, I can't take any more of this.
Hmm.
I really can't take it.
Yep.
God, somehow, somewhere, God comes through like Superman,
That's
Boosadelic.
it.
Like Superman, and save the day. It's like, wow. You're thinking, this is a miracle. What a coincidence this happened, or what a coincidence. It's no coincidence.
Yeah.
That's God's blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. For sure.
so
That's God saying,
pay it forward.
Hmm.
hmm, It's
Yep.
God saying, "Here, my child, I'm gonna help you out here now." And you've come to a crossroads, or you've come to a place where I need to step in.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it's always when you least expect it.
Yeah. Or last minute when you think it's the end and there's no possible way. I'll tell you a really quick little story that happened to me last month. So I had student loans. I had $67,000 in student loans. And I was just like, I remember I was talking to my sister and I was like, we were just talking about debt and things like that. And I was like, there is no way I'm going to go to the grave with that bill. There's no way that I'm going to ever be able to pay
Yeah.
that off. Just thinking that way. And me and my husband, we don't check the mail all the time. Every couple days. And so I'm talking and saying this, and then we had finally went and got the mail, but the mail had been sitting there. And so I looked there and I was like, there's a check, and it's like $1,000-something check to me. And I was just like, what what is this? Because I haven't been working since 2020. I got laid off in 2020 from my regular job in finance that I was working. And so that's when I started just really pursuing the music,
Yeah.
full time. I was like, well, let's take this, God was kind of set me down and said, well, you just need to go do your passion, go after your passion, so I haven't had like my own, I've always had a job. I've always had extra jobs with the acting and then I had the regular salary job.
Hmm.
And so it was weird for me not having, income like that coming in, just depending on my husband, right? So so I got this money out of the blue and I was just like, what is this from? And I read it and it says like federal student loan. And I was just like, why are they sending me a check? I said, this has got to be fake. So I started researching it and all that. And I remember I had like last year when President Biden and Kamala had put that thing out saying they were going to try to forgive people's student loans. I saw it and I was like, oh, I don't think I qualify for this, but I'm going to fill it out anyway. So I just filled it out, sent it out. And then they sent that thing saying, no, it got knocked down, like it didn't pass. So, we're sorry. It's probably not going to happen. I just forgot about it. I tell you, I did all my little investigation and all that, figured out that that was some interest I had paid on the loan, that they were sending me a check for the interest that I had paid in 2022 on my student loans. And then when I'm looking on the thing, I go through and it says
It's paid.
67,000 paid in full.
Oh
Nice.
my God,
Whoa,
Marshella, that's your blessing because you're such a
that-
beautiful lady.
thank you.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, this is not real. I was like, this is not real. This
Oh
is real. And
my
so
goodness.
I kept doing research, and I was like, oh my gosh, it is real. And I was just like, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Like,
Oh my good.
thank
And
you,
not
Jesus.
only that, you got some
And
back.
I got some back.
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't
beautiful.
remember paying that. Like, I didn't even remember paying anything in
Oh,
the interest. I didn't even remember. I was like, I don't remember doing this, So it was like they forgave all of it. Because I remember, I think the stipulations are something like you can only maybe get up to 10,000. Only some people would get, like, if you've been paying on your loan the whole time or something, then you may be able to get it all forgiven. I didn't. I've like been in forbearance and like, you know what I mean? Like
oh,
putting
that's
off
amazing.
paying it, and
Yeah.
they paid all of it. And I was,
Nice.
that
It's
is
beautiful.
not normal.
That is your blessing.
That's a
That's your
praise report
blessing.
right there. And it was like, and here I am like speaking, power of the tongue. And I'm
Yeah.
speaking, talking to my sister saying, I'll never be able to pay that off. I'm going to
Oh,
go to my grave with that bill. And the whole time that check, I didn't
oh,
realize the whole time. And I looked back on it said paid in full August 23rd. So it was paid off in August and I just didn't know it. I
Wow.
sent an
oh, that
email.
is beautiful. I love to hear that. That
Yeah,
is
it
beautiful.
was
That's
going to my junk
God.
mail. The emails were going to my junk mail.
Oh,
I didn't
that
even
is
know.
God. That is God. That is our creator. That is wonderful.
It
That
is.
really is.
It
And you
is.
deserve that. You really, really
Thank,
do deserve that.
thank
You
you.
are very
Sure praying, like
giving
praying.
lady.
Oh goodness, like, and it just out of the blue. So that's how I say. I think that's how things happen. Miracles happen, and it's like things that you can explain to where it's spiritual, right? It's spiritual, and it's like I had been in just such a kind of I've just been kind of like I said, I've been laying low and just kind of in a kind of sad kind of place, and it was just like a sign saying, "Hey, I'm still here with you. Like I haven't left you. I'm still here with you."
It never leaves us. It
Yeah.
never leaves us. Our spiritual being is because we all are spiritual.
Yeah.
Um, that overrides everything. Our spiritual being dictates everything,
Yes.
everything, and we speak to each other spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where our instincts come into it. That's when you got that gut feeling. You really got that gut feeling. You got to when you get that gut feeling, follow it, follow it, follow it, follow
Yeah.
it, follow. When it really is in the pit of your gut, follow
Yeah.
it. Do not go against the grain of your gut.
Yes.
You
Yes.
will be
Exactly.
disappointed. You will be disappointed. So no
Yeah.
matter what it is, no matter it doesn't matter what it is. If your gut, and sometimes I don't know about anybody else, but for me, it's really as I've got older, it's become more and more powerful. Um, if I'm around the wrong people,
Mm-hmm.
I feel nauseous.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
literally feel nauseous. I literally feel like I'm going to vomit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
and I start to feel dizzy,
Mm-hmm.
and I need to get away from that person or persons.
Yeah.
Um, and I need to have as much distance from them as possible, as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because my gut instincts, my spirit is saying this person or these persons are not the one for you. They're not akin to you at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the voice of the divine right there.
Yep. That discernment kicks in, and
Mm,
Yeah,
it's
no.
not in your head. It's not you making up stuff. When you feel it in your body, that's spiritual, like you said. Yeah.
yeah. And, science will prove that we all have this electromagnetic field. And unfortunately, as humans, we've been preconditioned to not pay attention to that, listen to our gut instincts and all that. But it's like with animals, like for instance, if I'm walking down the street and a cat would just walk up out of nowhere because the cat knows that just by my energy that I'm a safe person to be around. And you can attract the same with people and all that. And like Odessa was saying that, you get around the wrong people, you start feeling like nauseated and stuff like that. And one of the things I learned in my meditation was I put this like imaginary bubble around me. And it's like, I don't let anybody or anything that they say penetrate that bubble. And that gets me through when I'm in those situations. You can't really just walk away. You have to be there. And so you just kind of have to learn how to deflect that. But yes, definitely listen to your gut, trust your inner knowing. That's what I tell my meditation students.
So basically, you're saying you create your own force field. Like at the cartoon or the superheroes. We're going back to superheroes now. And
Yes.
you,
There you
oh,
go.
Yeah. But when you if you start thinking with your lower self, you can let people penetrate that bubble. But if you're thinking with your higher self, your consciousness, which is, the it comes directly from the source or what we call God,
Yeah.
absolutely.
then yes.
Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely. We mustn't stay away from that. We mustn't be distracted from that. We mustn't make other people convince you, oh, it's just in your head. It's not in your head. It's very real. It's
Yeah.
very, very, very real. You're not making it up. It's real. It's personal to you.
Mhm.
So
Right.
another person, it may not bother them because that other person's energy is not attacking their energy, but it's attacking your energy.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that spirit is not akin to your spirit. So what is good for maybe a Dasa may not be good for Buzadelic or Marshella, because the different energies are attracting and going to different people and serving different purposes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
there's people out there that are really good, almost like professionals, at trying to break that down and trying to get inside of that, protection that your instinct right there. And then that's when your lower self kicks in, your ego self kicks in and say, okay, I'll go ahead and trust it. And all along, your gut's like bubbling and stuff. And, you're feeling dizzy, like you said. It's just, you got to trust that.
yeah.
And remember that energy still goes across. It's not just about me talking to you or or me seeing you. The power is now in the writing as
Mm.
well. So you have to be careful, like on social media and
Mm.
text messages and whatever. Be very, very, very careful with those means of communication, because they can get at you through those means as well.
True.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what I would say, like, news media, especially because, like, I used to find myself sometimes, especially during when COVID had us locked down, I just sit there and keep watching the news over and over and over, and it gets to you. And then
Yeah.
it's like I found if I take a few days and I don't look at that or I don't look at Twitter, I just feel so much better.
I
Mm-hmm.
didn't watch news during lockdown, and people I know would tell me off, say, "Oh, no, you're watching that news. You need to know what's going on." I got the essence of what was going on. I got the basics of what the do's and don'ts was. I don't need to be bombarded with all this other information and negativity that's all just going to consume me. I need to try and just live as normal as possible, because when we get through it, I don't want to be too affected by all of this. I want
Yeah.
just have a continuation of a normal, as in inverted commas, as we say,
Right.
life being normal. I don't want to have a major transition and adjustment after it. And some people have, no shade on them, no shade on them at all. But some fell foul for it, and going back out there was a real hurdle, and still is for some people as well. We've got to remember, some people are really still now struggling. It's not, remember, it's not that far away that all of
Yeah.
this has happened, and it's had a
Right.
big impact on a lot of people's lives. So those of us who maybe got through a little bit not too affected, and we've been able to transition back, those are the fortunate ones. There are still many out there that are still struggling.
Mm-hmm. And some committed suicide. There were a lot of suicides
Oh,
um,
Yeah.
during that time. People that couldn't, there's high divorce and high suicide
oh,
rate.
yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes,
Yeah.
of course.
it was just too much. Some people are just so empathetic, and they can only take so much in. Yeah,
Yeah, it was surreal because I remember when that time first came, it was like I would go to the store and just everything seemed so weird. I mean, even it seemed like the color outside seemed different. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It
yeah,
just seemed kind of like this weird, like dark hue
yeah.
to it. And then, going in the store and they had all them stickers that you had to stand like 6 feet behind somebody. They had, you'll go and walk certain ways down the aisle and all
Mhm,
that stuff.
mhm,
And if you really didn't take the self-care, and you could let that catch up with you and just make you feel like, just like, wow, I can't take this anymore.
yeah. I
Yeah.
stayed in the whole time because, being a cancer survivor, I couldn't risk being out with, catching that, being high risk. And so I really lived with kind of a fear, really that whole quarantine time. It didn't bother me being at home because I was kind of used to it. Because when I went through my chemotherapy treatments, radiation, I was off work for a whole year, so I was at home. So I got used to being at home. My husband works from home, so we were used to being together every day. So when COVID hit and people were like, oh my God, my husband's driving me crazy or whatever, we were like, what's the big deal? we we were enjoying each other's company. We were used to it. But yeah, he had to go do everything. He had to go out, do all the shopping. He had to do everything because I was just like not really going out. It was a scary, scary time. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like I went through all those. It's so funny. I went through all that, the during the quarantine, 3 years or whatever, and made it without getting it. And then we both got it in July. Just
Oh wow.
July.
It's like, oh no.
I did all that, all these years was like, yeah, I escaped it. Woo! And then, yeah, my husband went to Miami for his best friends. He was the best man in his best friend's wedding. And so they had a bachelor party in Miami. And he came back and he was kind of coughing a little bit. And then next thing I know, 2 days later, I'm like, oh, I don't feel good. I was like, you brought the COVID home to me. Yeah, crazy. But thank God, because I had been taking, I had medicines and they have extra types of vaccines for people that are autoimmune, are immunocompromised and things. So my rheumatologist had gave me even something extra on top of, just taking the regular stuff. So I believe I would have been like in the hospital, like really bad had I not, taken those precautions before. Cause I was bad. I was sick for like all of July, like
Wow.
over a month I was sick. And I was
Yeah,
like,
that
horrible.
Yeah.
I know. I had it 2 years ago. I had
Oh,
it 2 years ago. It wiped me out the whole
yes.
month. Wiped out.
I
Oh
never had it. I
You
lucked
never
out.
had it?
No, and I'm immunocompromised as well.
Yeah.
And so, but one of the things I qualified for this study, it was like a antibody, basically, that they gave me an injection that I think gave me extra layers of protection because I was around all kinds of people that got
I
it.
had that too.
Oh,
That's
okay,
yeah.
Evusheld, I think is the
Yeah,
name.
they shoot you in your butt.
Yeah.
Yes. I had that too.
Okay. Yeah, so I think
Yeah,
that kept
not
me
butt.
because I went to when they started playing, allowing people back into the arenas. I remember going to a couple of football games. I went to one in Las Vegas, one in Pittsburgh. You had to go through the long process of showing your card and all that.
Yes. Yep.
And but I was thinking, and then on the airplane ride, I was thinking, oh, I used to always catch a cold when I would go on the airplane. But
Yep.
since that, don't think I've had a cold or anything since then.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and
I
a
still
lot of
got
it's because taking care, get my exercise, and eating the appropriate foods to boost my immune system.
Yes.
But I don't think I'm invincible. So it's like there's certain things I won't go do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah, like I don't wear a mask every day, but if I'm in places where there's like close quarters or like even on the plane, like I've flown, I'll wear it on the plane just because it's so, that air is circulating and everybody's on top of each other. It's like you're in a little sardine can flying in the air.
yeah, and then you always have those people that will like say, "What are you wearing a mask for? They don't work." I say, "You worry about yourself."
Exactly. That's
It's like
crazy. People don't know what you have, what illnesses you have. Like I have lupus as well. So it's like I'm, my immune system is blah.
yeah.
So and people don't understand. They just look at you crazy and I look back at them.
Yeah. And I tell them, I said, Michael Jackson wore a mask.
That's right.
You go over in China, people been wearing masks for years and
Oh,
stuff,
they do. And when
Yeah.
when they're over here too, like they continue that. Like I see masks all the time, and that's just like, yeah, they know something. Like they know something because they wear masks all the time over here.
Yeah.
Where you are now in the US, do people still wear the mask when they're out shopping, or is that it's
So
something of a rarity now.
it's a rarity, but there are some people that still do. And you look and you know, a lot of them are, most of them are over a certain age, you know. I see a lot of more elderly people, but I do see young people too. Yeah, and I'm if I'm in the grocery store, like I'll put the mask on too.
Oh,
I don't know. It's like I'm outside, like I'm okay, we're back, but since I just got it recently, it's like I know it's still out there.
oh right, because yeah.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like, I do not want to get that again. But I don't wear it 24/7 like I used to. Like I never took the mask off. But um, yeah, now I just kind of like, if I start feeling weird or you know, feeling kind of like, oh, this is kind of close. There's a little too many people here. I'll put the mask on. And the doctor's office still make you wear, they're back to, they had let up before, but now they're back to, at the doctor's office, making you wear a mask when you come in. I've noticed that.
Uh, yeah, I only see that on the when I have to go up to the cancer center to get my every 6 months I have to get an infusion of rituximab.
Oh, okay.
And so, it's required up there, but nowhere else. But I have seen, like, over the last month and a half, I would say, a lot more people wearing a mask to the stores and out
Yes.
in public and stuff now. And for a while, it was just a rarity, but now it's become a more commonplace.
Yes. Yes. What kind of cancer did you have?
I didn't have cancer. I have this rare muscle disease called polymyositis.
Okay.
And so the rituximab just so happens to control my inflammation.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I use a kind of a lighter dosage than most of the people that are dealing with cancer.
Yeah.
And I only have to go in if it's like my enzymes get up real high, they'll have me come in like for 2 treatments over a 30-day period. But
Mm-hmm.
I can just, for all those people that I see up there that go several times a week, it's just like, man, my heart goes out because that is
Yeah.
tough. I had to watch my dad go through that when he was diagnosed with lung cancer.
Yeah.
It's no joke. I have a lot of respect, and I see a lot of courageous people up there, dealing with the cards that they're dealt.
Yeah. 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 It's hard for everybody. Look, to you too. Bless you, and you, it's keeping you safe, and God continue to keep you healthy and well. It's
Thank
like
you.
you're going through it too. You may not be going through it as much as everybody else, but you're still up there getting infusions and stuff. So
Yeah, and
yeah.
this been God, I got this in 2002.
Mm,
And so I did some IG infusions way back, the first couple of years that I was diagnosed with it. Then they just put me on like a methotrexate, azathioprine. And so I've taken those drugs. I got off I don't take the azathioprine, I take the methotrexate now. And
okay.
just, I have to do a weekly infusion of Hizentra, which I do on Tuesdays during my funk show.
Oh
And
wow.
then it has me all laid up on Wednesday. See, I'm feeling good on Tuesday because
Yes.
it just has me feeling kind of loopy and I'm just doing my thing. But then as
Yep.
soon as I get off the air, it's just like, oh man, I gotta
Yeah.
crash.
Yep.
And
Yeah. Taking a while to recover, a couple days. Like,
yeah, but it's only like one day because like Thursday, I was up this morning. I was in the gym by about 8:30.
oh, that's good.
Yeah, so I mean, then sometimes it'll come back midweek and kind of zap me a little bit. But I
Hmm.
just know that that's what I got to deal with.
Right.
And I always envision a healthy me where I don't have to deal with that.
Hmm.
And I believe that someday I will get to the point where I don't actually need it. And so
Yes.
I'm just living my life. You can look at those WebMDs and all that stuff and just worry yourself to death if you get caught up
Exactly.
in all that. Because I didn't realize until recently that this disease that was supposed to kill me back in 2002, that, my life expectancy is, I should have been dead.
Right. Because it's
And
not about that. Science can't tell you what
yeah,
God knows, right?
right. And so I figure since I'm directly connected to the divine, I'm not
Hmm.
going to leave this place until my mission's completed. I'm not sure
Exactly.
exactly what that mission is, but I'm going to enjoy each and every day. Like, tomorrow's not guaranteed. I mean, that's to everybody out there.
Right.
But I just know that my odds would be a little bit higher, but I don't worry about it.
Yep. Yep. Sometimes worrying makes you sicker.
It
Exactly, it
does.
does.
It does
Because what
actually.
it does, I do a lot of meditation. There's this guy I listen to named Joe Dispenza, and he talks about rewiring and refiring your central nervous system, your autonomic nervous system. And so what happens, your body gets used to like, oh, I know I'm gonna feel bad tomorrow because I got to do this. So, if you start thinking that, of course you're gonna feel bad. So what you got to tell yourself is, I'm not going to feel that. And I know when on those days that I'm capable of actually doing that, say I'm going to be good, I wake up the next day feeling pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't start, stave off the fatigue that comes with it.
Right.
But as far as the overall, the nauseous feeling and headaches and all that type of stuff, sometimes I can keep those at bay. Because your body, you get used to it, and the body says, hey, what's going on here? You're not being sick right now. So you get back in there, it turns that gene on, and pow, you get sick.
Yeah, so true. Ugh.
Wow. Yeah, well, you guys really overcome a lot of things, and I give my full respect to both of you and your journeys.
Thank you.
Because it's so incredible when it just shows you mind over matter.
Mm-hmm.
How the mind, if you really put your mind to it, you really can, either overcome it or minimize it.
Yes.
And still operate and still live a fruitful life.
Yeah, you got to be like a bit defiant.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when the doctor, when I first got diagnosed, he walked in, and because at that point I couldn't walk, I was in a wheelchair.
Wow.
And I said, I'm gonna be able to walk again. He said, that's the least of your worries. If we can't figure out what's going on, you probably won't make it another 6 months. And I remember I got upset. I was pissed, and I tried to get up, and I had a cane sitting there, got out the wheelchair, and I said, how much you want to blank bet that I'll walk? And so I made it a few steps down the hall, and I collapsed. And it was kind of embarrassing because some lady had to come struggle and pick me up, and I gained a bunch of weight from all the prednisone and stuff that they put me on.
Prednisone, the devil.
Yeah. And so I'd never been like overweight in my life, and here I was. I used to be about when I was really into the weightlifting and bodybuilding, I was like about 187 pounds, and my body fat was below 10%. This time I lost all my muscle, and I was about 211 pounds, and I didn't have the strength to walk. And so, and I can remember my ex-wife, she told me one time, she was like, well, you're probably not going to ride your bikes again, so we might as well sell them. I said, don't you touch my bikes. I will ride them again. And so it was about a few years later, I rode the Portland Century. And so 100-mile bike ride just to do it. Now, I never get on the bike and try to ride the 100 miles again, because if I can do 20, I'm fine. But I just had to prove a point to myself that I can do anything I put my mind to it.
Yep.
And so there's the good days and the bad days, but I tell myself the bad days are just days that the source is telling me, slow down, you need to rest.
Yeah.
Because that's something that's very important when you're battling something like this. Is to get that rest in.
Yep. And sharing your story with people. It's like God can use your bad times to bring light to someone else.
Yeah.
So even though it's like you're in the storm, it's like, okay, I can, just you're one person, and maybe your story is helping, 100 people. So it's like when you think about it that way, you're like, okay, if I got to go through this to, kind of walk in my purpose and like be a light, for you, God, then I'm going to have to do it,
Yeah.
It's
And
not
that,
fun, but it's the way things should be,
and that became apparent to me. I started actually, I think the first thing I did was I started getting on YouTube and just kind of telling my story.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden I started getting requests to be on all these different podcast shows. And I talked in front of live groups of people before about overcoming it. And people keep telling me to write a book, but I'm just not. I'm not a writer when it comes to books. I started on it, and it's still sitting in my hard drive.
Yeah.
And now, since I've gotten into the music thing a little bit, I'm trying to use the music as my purpose. And whenever I have the opportunity to, I can kind of give people words of encouragement through that, and through the writing I do in the songs.
Yep. That's the way to do it. Mm-hmm.
That's the spirit to have.
Yep.
That's the
Yeah.
spirit to have. Talking about the right spirit. Sometimes we need to chill sometimes. Sometimes, Marcella, we need to have a little bit of a lazy Sunday.
Oh yeah, I'm all about the lazy Sundays.
Just a little bit of a lazy Sunday.
Just a little.
Here we are. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Here is Marshella Music with a lazy Sunday.
Cruising on our way to Malibu. The sun is high, the vibe is bright. Music blaring, ocean is in view. I can't believe this is my life. Can't waste a minute of this lovely day. No time for stress and only time for play. Don't worry about tomorrow till it comes. Walking on the beach now, hand in hand. The water's gently caressing my toes. We'll leave a trail of footprints in the sand. Wouldn't wanna be with no one else. The sun will be leaving us real soon, and we'll hold each other underneath the moon. I wish our weekend didn't have to end. Lazy Sundays, loving you. There's nothing I'd rather do. Lazy Sundays, loving you. There's nothing I'd rather do. Lazy Sundays, loving you. There's nothing I'd rather do. Lazy Sundays, loving you. There's nothing I'd rather do.
Look at you.
Cool. Yeah.
Sundays, lazy Sundays, lazy Sundays. Oh, that's
Ooh, in your white dress. Ooh, by the sea, by the shore. Ooh, looking so angelic.
oh God.
You
It's
go,
makeup. It's all makeup. No.
you go, girl. You go, girl. Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one in a while.
cool vibes right there.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you.
That's very, very cool, guys. Good evening going out to Kid Gravity. Is said hello to the After Eights crew. Good evening, Kid Gravity.
What up?
What up?
And
Oh,
pink waving. Okay, yeah. Big ups to the pink.
pink waving. Yeah, that's what he says, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
incredible. Gosh, we got 12 minutes left. Doesn't time fly? My goodness. Do you know this show? Time flies so quickly on this show. It's just
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's
fast.
like crazy. What did you
Yeah.
say, Marcella?
I said it did. It went fast.
Yeah. It's really, really fast. It's like, yeah. I could chat forever.
You are so good at it. You are walking in your purpose. You really are.
Oh, thank you. Because I'm such a
Mhm.
chatterbox. I just chat. Even in my sleep, I chat.
Yeah, but a lot of people chat, but a lot of people don't have the good spirit behind that. A lot of people can get it done and talk, but you
Yeah.
actually touch people and draw people in, and it's because your spirit. You have a beautiful spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Marcella. Thank
It's
you.
true. It's true.
Yeah. I, um, I try. I try to look at the whole picture in life with everything, with myself, with how I interact with people. I try to be mindful. I do pick up, especially as I've got older and older and older, pick up on the energy that people give out. And I do respond to energy a lot, a lot, a lot. If the energy is not so good, even if the energy is not so good from somebody, um, I'm able to figure out without them even telling me. It sounds a bit like
No,
ooh, uh,
no. I
without
know
them
what
even
you're talking about.
telling me whether it's to do with me or if it's just something going on in their own world.
Right, right. Hmm.
So sometimes if someone's off, I don't take it personal because it's something going on in their own world
Right.
and they're just going through the motions. So I'm able to figure that out. And a lot of the time, I'm actually able to figure out exactly what it is. It sounds a bit spooky uh, without them telling me.
Hmm.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's the spiritual thing again.
Yeah.
Discernment. You're able to discern things. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's not crazy.
Um, and yeah, and I'm able to embrace it more now as I've got older. Whereas when I was younger, I'd ignore it. I'd ignore it. Um, I I wasn't as in tune with it, but it would still come to me um in my sleep or in my subconscious. So
Hmm.
when I'm like, like in the morning, you're semi awake, and that's when it would come to me, and I'll
Yeah.
still ignore it.
Yeah.
But then when something actually happens, I'm like, oh my god, I saw this already, or I knew this was going to happen already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I knew this was.
Yeah.
And then I'll freak myself out, and I'll be like, "What's going on? What? You know, why is
It's a
this
good
happening to me?"
It's a gift. Yeah, it's not a freaky thing. Like when you realize that it's a gift that God
It's a
gave you,
gift, yeah. Yeah,
right?
it's a gift. So I'm able to embrace it more and more and more now.
Hmm.
You know, I'm not like, oh, there's something wrong with me or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm able to embrace it. And so yeah, it's powerful.
Hmm.
It's very
It
powerful.
yeah,
Yep.
It is.
it's
What I notice is, when you're around people that have that like energy, and sometimes you can kind of like pick up or know what's going on with that person, like you were mentioning earlier. But I mean, how many times have you called me or something, and I'll say something that that's about to happen or you're about to do, and you haven't even told me yet, but I know.
yeah,
And that's happened about at least 3 times since I've been working with you.
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
And you're
yeah.
like, I didn't put that out there. I said, you didn't? Maybe I just dreamed it.
Somebody, a little birdie whispered it to you.
A little Tweety bird. I thought I put a
Yeah.
cat. I like Tweety bird.
He was my favorite. He was.
Yeah, Tweety bird's my favorite as well. Oh, Tweety bird is so crazy. Yeah, yeah. Tweety bird thinks he's so intelligent at the same time.
Yeah.
It's so
So
funny.
oh gosh.
Sorry, that's just my little kid in me.
Oh yeah. I am an avid cartoon watcher still.
Yeah, I love cartoon. I
Don't
do.
you?
I love
Mhm.
cartoon. I love those type of cartoons as well.
Mhm.
I'm
Those are
not
the good
letting go
ones.
of them. Those were good ones. Those were the wacky ones.
Yeah.
My, fa- my favorite had to be the Roadrunner and the Coyote.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you like Roadrunner? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Funny.
'Cause, I mean, he
Wily
always had these.
Coyote. Wily Coyote.
Yeah, he always had them ingenious ideas. It was just like,
Yeah. And they never work.
Never that Motley.
yeah.
Oh,
I was so disappointed when I saw Rio Roadrunner. I was in Arizona, and I said that bird looks like a little Roadrunner. And they said, "That is a Roadrunner." I said, "Oh, I thought it was a big bird all this time." Because
yeah.
on
This
cartoon they
little
always show
tiny
it
thing.
big.
Big.
Yeah,
This one little thing.
Hmm.
yeah.
So funny.
Yeah. I love my cartoons. I love that. I like those wacky ones as well. You
Hmm.
know.
Elmer Fudd, Bugs Bunny, all that.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I love all of that.
Flintstones.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the Flintstones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They don't
I,
make them like they did in our era. They don't make
Nah.
cartoons like they did.
Yeah,
Like
these cartoons now are crazy.
I don't even like them, to be quite honest. Some of them are quite like, I don't know what word to call it, quite dark and quite
yeah,
mystical and very computerized as well.
yeah. I miss the old way they used to draw cartoons. Yeah,
Yeah. They
Yeah.
need to
because
bring
a lot
back
of
the
things like you said,
drawing.
computer. Yeah, computer looking. And it's
Yeah,
weird.
I don't like the computer looking ones at
Mm-mm,
all. No,
mm-mm.
not
Because I remember back in the day, you used to have to like draw them all out on individual pieces of paper, then you kind of flick,
Yeah.
and that gets that.
I feel like
uh,
it looked real. I don't know why. I just feel like there's a realness to them. Then I don't know. I mean, I think maybe some of the new cartoons, they look almost
too
not
real.
too real, but yeah, like it's like, is that a cartoon or is it, the
yeah,
CGI is kind of weird, right?
I think it's just because the characters, since it was such a animated thing, that it had to have more life to the actual voice of the character.
Yeah,
Yeah, now the
Yeah,
character, yeah, it looks totally, like more realistic and stuff. And then
that's true.
I think a lot of it they use to program people's minds. That is why they call it TV programming.
look into my eyes.
Yeah,
Look into my eyes.
'cause I started
Yeah,
noticing
because
that with my
it's very AI. The cartoons now are very
Yeah,
AI,
yeah.
and I don't like this AI look and feel. I really
Mhm.
don't.
It's creepy.
It is really creepy. It's very, very creepy.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, they're doing too much. Technology's doing too much.
Doing
yeah.
Too
and
much.
I refuse to get sucked into it. It's just like I played around once on GPT,
Woo!
whatever they call that, and I'm just like, nah. So I want to be able to use my brain.
That's the thing. It's like you, we're making things that are smarter than us. I don't know. It's just it's
Yeah.
kind of creepy. It's like they're gonna take over, just like the old what you call it movies, sci-fi movies you see where the computers decide to take over the world, and they're
Yeah.
controlling your car, they controlling everything.
Well, they say in the next 10 years you're gonna have you're gonna see androids that look like us walking around.
I believe it if they're not out there already.
Yeah.
And they won't need as many of us. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Hey, anything's possible.
Well, I actually saw a robot that was they had out there on a basketball court, and it was doing crossing people over and making
What?
baskets and stuff. Yeah. And I'm just like, man, pretty soon they're not even gonna have real NBA players. It's just gonna be like the robot league, the RBA or something, you know?
The robot league. Oh my gosh, the droid league. Oh,
Yeah. And it was like it looked just like something you would see Allen Iverson or Jordan or LeBron do. It was just like, man,
they
that's
were doing
yeah, to be able to have that much of a refined movement.
no thank you.
And did the robot look like a robot, or did it look like a human being?
This one looked like a robot, but I mean, it wouldn't take much to actually give it a human appearance. Yeah,
Because they are working on that, isn't it? I've
yeah,
seen where the robot actually looks like a human being
Mm.
and trying to have a conversation just like a human being, and
Well, they
emotions like a human being.
they
I'm
actually,
gonna stop talking now. I'm not into this conversation now.
Like that.
good thing DJ Wan's not here, but they do have like
They're
robot companions
multiplying.
for people now.
Ooh,
Ooh,
That-
that's
I got the
creepy.
chills, and it's multiplying, and I lose control. Sorry.
Oh, Grease. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, I do like that
You
film.
better shake my do, 'cause I need a man. R.I.P. Olivia Newton-John. R.I.P. Mm.
Yeah, definitely R.I.P. That film was amazing. As a teenager, watching that film, and as a young person, because that came out when I was really young, really, really, really,
Yeah,
really, 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 really
me
young.
too.
But I watched it again as a teenager, like properly, like properly. Because when it first came out, I was too young to really, appreciate it. I watched it again when I was a teenager, and I was like, wow, this is a good movie.
Yeah, all the dancing, all the singing, like all the choreography and the clothes, and I was like, oh, I want to be a pink lady. I want to be a
Yeah,
pink lady.
yeah.
Y'all got any black pink ladies? Y'all ain't got no black pink ladies.
And then I used to laugh at the leggings that Olivia Newton-John wore, them
yeah,
tight, and that's fashionable now. Even I've got a pair of them.
Yes, yes. Little off the shoulder top and the belt. I said, yeah, that's
a
wearing
flash dance look.
that.
Jennifer Bill.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny.
Amazing. Oh, Marshella, it's been absolutely great having conversation with you, hanging out with you on the
I
LA
know.
show.
I know. Thank you for having me. I had missed your face.
Oh,
Walking
I
through.
missed you. I
We had
missed
so much fun that last time.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you made my side hurt me.
Yeah.
You made me have stitches in my side.
I was delirious. Remember, I think it was like 6 a.m. I was in Indiana at that time. Yeah, I was at my parents' house. I remember it was so early. I was loopy.
It was good. It was good.
We had a good time.
It was fun. It was
I
fun.
appreciate y'all having me on.
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
pleasure meeting you and
You
talking to you.
too. You too.
pleasure. Pleasure as always. Pleasure all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. Whatever you got cooking, whatever you got simmering away.
I'll send it to you once it's done.
Yeah, you send it to me once it's done. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
I know it's going to be amazing. I just
We hope
put it
so.
out there in the universe. It's going to be
Yes,
absolutely incredible. It's going to be just that
put it
wow.
out there. Let's put
Yeah,
it out.
it is. It is. It
Yeah,
is.
I gotta buckle down and like really get to work. So
Yeah.
What
you
happened?
sit around, you got half songs
Mhm.
done, or like I have a lot recorded, but there's things I still want to go back in the studio and tweak, and so yeah.
Yeah, that reminds
Are
me. I
you
gotta
going to
get
do
some.
any collaborations with it as well,
Huh?
Mus? Are you going to do any collaborations as well?
I'm hoping to. We just haven't got it together yet. So,
It will. It
but
will. Whatever will be, will be.
yes, yes, yeah. There was one that was supposed to be in the works, but we just been playing back and
It,
forth phone tag and travel in the way and all that. So, but I'm hoping it will happen.
it will. It
Yeah.
will. It
Yeah,
will. Not hope. It will.
it
It
will
will.
happen. You're right.
It
It
will
will happen.
happen, and it will come together naturally
Yes, in
i-
God's time when it's supposed
in
to come.
God's time. Naturally, actually, before we go, I was watching something. I was watching a post with Will Downing. He's got a new album out. The
Mm-hmm.
album cover is amazing, absolutely
Well
amazing.
done.
I wish I had downloaded it and I could have showed you all. Um, and he was going to call his album something completely different. Um, and all his songs were going to be based on um, that particular look and that title. Can't remember what the title is now. And an artist came and said maybe you could use this artwork as the front cover of your album. And when he saw the artwork, he loved it. He loved the artwork, but he was thinking, that's not in my plans.
Ah,
That's not the title of my thing. That's not in my plan.
right.
But it was meant to be.
Mm.
What's meant to be is meant to be. So he's actually used that as the front cover of his album, and
Mm.
he changed the title of his album to, I think it's called Soul on Fire.
Okay. Hmm.
Soul on Fire.
Okay. I love Will Downing.
And oh, he's great. And I
Mm.
think he was gonna first call it House of Love. So anybody listening, please correct me. But he was going to originally call it House of Love, something like that, and now it's changed to Soul
On
on
fire.
Fire, and
Okay.
it's this beautiful artwork picture of this Nubian lady, very exotic, very wonderful, and it's slightly different from the type of front cover that our Will Downing would probably
Oh
usually
yeah.
use. Yeah, you
It's
know.
normally him like posing.
Yeah, Mr. Sleek, Mr.
Yeah.
Song Man,
Yeah, hanging
Yeah,
on
yeah,
his got the shirt unbuttoned
yeah,
on the beach. I love it. I
yeah,
love
it's
it.
completely different. It's very cultural, very cultural,
Okay,
very.
I can see
It's
that.
beautiful. Yeah, it's very beautiful. I'm gonna try and look it up, and then I can quickly send it to you. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's absolutely incredible. On that note, we've gone slightly over the 2 hours. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank
Marcella.
you. Thank Tangeray. I don't see her there, but you know,
She's gone. She's
yeah,
gone.
she's gone.
She's gone. But yeah,
But it was.
please, thank you, Wade. Gary Hines.
You said what?
Gary Hines.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Love to all of them. Amazing, amazing artists, all you guys. So I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And
Hope
and
to
to
see you
you.
again.
All right.
We will. We definitely will. You'll be coming back on, so definitely.
All right, all right. And happy what holidays? This is all the holidays.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Happy holidays to you and
yeah.
your family. So stay blessed, stay safe, and yeah, I'm going to be looking. I'm going to be looking and listening out for more Marshella music.
Okay, okay.
I'm looking. Don't. I don't notice anything, Marshalla. I do notice. I do.
Okay, okay.
uh,
All right. I
wonderful.
will
Thank
talk to
you.
y'all later.
Yeah,
All
love
right.
knowing
But
it.
thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was wonderful.
Yeah, it was.
Really, really, really lovely. And on that note, Brizadelic, I'll see you next week this time on the After 8 show. Yeah.
Yeah. Next week, this
Yeah.
time after I get off the air, I'll be packing my stuff and getting ready to head to SAC.
Ooh.
Time to get in the studio.
Ah.
So
And then just
I got 5 of the artists that sent me their versions of the song. I can tell you, I got some fire coming out.
brilliant. Tell me later. I'm going to say bye-bye to the audience. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. See you next week this time, everyone, on the After 8 show. And spread the show, spread the words. We are air. Like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to the Magnet
Ding, ding.
Radio on YouTube. Right where the bell is. I got the bell this time. And click the notification bell. There's the notification bell. Adassa has got it. So keep locked. Take care. Take care of each other. God bless you. Bye for now.